Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Everything sucks today. Holy moly. Hi. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Alright, alright. Wow, everything worked first try and nothing went wrong today. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Can I just tell you? Can I just tell you? Literally everything that could have went wrong for this stream. Just saying. Holy crap, I've never struggled to start a stream before as much as I have today. That was absolutely insane. You know, OBS literally crashed on me when I was trying to start earlier. I was trying to start earlier and OBS literally crashed. Crashed! Are you kidding me? Oh my god, so I don't have the camping background. I don't have it. We're gonna be doing a library background instead. I'll find the fireplace before we start that. Alright? Holy moly, chat. Oh my god. Chat, can I get some comfort? Did everyone stick around while I was waiting? While I was trying to get everything to work. Oh, chat. Everything's okay. It's okay, I'm here now. Listen, it might have looked like I went out to buy some milk and never came back, but I made it. I made it back to you guys eventually. Eventually, I made it back to you guys. Take comfort in knowing that I did not go to the grocery store yet. Well, Can I get an opinion here? I have my old library background here. And I was wondering if you guys prefer that or this. So this is the background we could use. But we could also use this one here. I could go grab my desk real quick and put it up if you guys think it's too empty down here. Would you guys prefer this or the normal chatting scene? What's your guys' opinion on it? What's your guys' opinion? Library's cool, you're not biased? That's what someone who's biased would say. Well, Lazy Egg, do you have an opinion here? Any opinions in chat? This is I did not mean to transition that, but we could, yeah, sure, go ahead, transition. I don't care anymore. I'm so done with everything. I'm so done with OBS. It's definitely getting updated after this. It has to be something with the current version. I didn't update before stream because I'm not updating before stream. Obviously. But it decided to be bad anyways. That's just what happens. I am currently on my ASMR mic right now, by the way. So we can just start that whenever. But I did want to have a just chatting segment beforehand. We used up a lot of that just chatting time though, just getting the stream to work. If I'm a little bit salty for a bit, please forgive me. I think I have an excuse. I think I have an excuse. It's a pretty darn good excuse in my opinion. Oh my god, did you guys see the Pokemon news? They have a new Pokemon that came out. What was it called? It's like a coin in a treasure box. One of the. Anyways, it's kind of crazy actually. I got my Pokemon Go out and I went for a walk around my suburb, and I didn't encounter it. I think my friend told me you have to go to Pokestops, and I didn't do any of the Pokestop stuff while I was out there walking, so I didn't run into it yet. But I'm hoping I want to get it. Apparently, you can't catch it until Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out though. I don't know if that's actually accurate. My friend does not. Nobody talks about sometimes. I had a good day other than this whole craziness that happened though. I woke up, I got DoorDash breakfast, I had coffee. I did not take my focus medicines because I had my coffee. I was very happy. I was hyper. I was super hyper, but I wasn't freaking out. I wasn't wigging out or anything. I was just happy and hyper, and I went on a walk, and I cut the grass, and I sang badly, and I didn't care. It was fun. I had a great time today. I had a great time being hyper and not having to worry about going to work and stuff. Good Sunday. Yeah. I also got dinner from another place because my family didn't want to cook today, so they also ordered out, and so I had Bada Vince or something. I don't know. I had like a key lime chicken with like a Mexican style rice. It was good too. I was just having a great day, honestly. I was just having a great day. And now we're here. I'm in a mood. I kind of want to read to you guys. I kind of want to read something to you guys. I want to do my narrator voice. It's a little bit weird. Maybe we can pivot. Would you guys want to pivot into reading? Would you guys want me to read something to you instead of what I had planned? I didn't have much planned in the first place, so if we want to pivot to something, we could totally do that. Especially since the other background didn't work, so all I have is my library. Oh, for real. Do I have a book? I got some suggestions for a book. Maybe I could look it up real quick. Since the stream's already basically off the cuff of my pants, because everything we're on. I'm starting to realize, by the way, I do a different voice. I didn't come into this whole VTubing thing, you know, with an intention to have a different voice as my character. But I think I talk way differently when I'm streaming to you guys than when I do just like casually. You probably hear it when I'm talking to myself and stuff. It's really interesting how that ended up happening. But I don't hate it. I'm completely fine having a difference in the way I speak, because that's what you probably should do if you're VTubing, right? I think maybe I might just be in my own head about it though, because I'm tired. I'm very tired. I had a full day, chat. So this just might be like my night mode, you know? Night mode plus streamer voice, you know, kind of blend together into its own kind of like concoction here. Oh yeah, right. I need to get a book. Let's see. What does Lumi recommend here? Where is she? Oh, Lupin, not Lumi. Oops. Lupin. Oh, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Sherlock Holmes: A Study in Scarlet. Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland. No, Alice's Adventure in Wonderland, the actual book, not the fairy tale thing. Does any of that interest you guys? I haven't actually read the original Alice's Adventure in Wonderland before. Would you guys want to read that? While we talk about it, I can start my ASMR stuff if you guys want. Oh my god. Did I mention that I almost fell asleep on the floor before I started stream? Like I almost fell asleep. I had to wake myself up. I had to jump up because I was literally going to sleep on the floor. It was rather embarrassing. I kind of woke up at like 7 in the morning today, for some reason. Maybe I should drink the last bit of this coffee I had sitting here all day. Do you think that's a bad idea? Yeah, you'd be right, Kudo. Yeah, I went to bed at 2, woke up at 6. That's a yikes for me, chat. Didn't think about it like that. Well, was it 2? It might have been 1. No. It would have been 3 by the time I went to sleep if it was 2 o'clock when I went to bed. So it was definitely like 1 a.m. instead of 2. Maybe it was like 1:30. Yeah, that sounds right. Either way, that's still 4.5 hours, right? So I'm a little bit sleepy. It's not like I'm gonna fall asleep or anything though. So it's 5.5 hours. Wait, no, that's still 4.5 because it's ahead. It went up, right? Or did it go down? Wait, chat. I'm small braining right now. I'm too tired for this. I can't do math at the moment. Please help. Please help. I'm taking a sip of my iced water coffee. I gotta make it through this. I'm gonna make it through. We're gonna be fine. I want to do this. I want to. I'm not about to stop halfway through. I have gone so long without ASMR. There was a YouTube comment that I got on my last ASMR video. They said they really liked it, and they want me to do more. And I feel really bad that I kept them waiting so long. So we're gonna do this right now, okay, chat? We're gonna do this. What book sounds interesting to you? Which one do you want? If we want to read. Wait, you never answered that, actually. Are we reading, chat? Is that what we're doing? Or are we just gonna start talking and I'll just, like, rub you with this cloth I have in my hand or something? What are we doing? I swear to God, if OBS crashes on me again, I'll never forgive it. I'll never forgive it. If the stream ends up being so scuffed that my freaking OBS crashes twice, I'll be upset forever. I'll be upsetty spaghetti for the end of time. That's what's gonna happen. That's our game plan today. Oh my god, I just thought of something, chat. You know, it'd be really fun. What if we in the future we have a just chatting stream, but I have you guys order pizza and I open it on webcam. Oh god. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll have it like aimed towards like my midsection, and then I'll have the pizza open and the oh my god, and I can dress in this suit. I can roleplay as my character. And I can dress in a suit. You won't see my face, obviously. That's cursed. We're not doing that. But like I'll open the pizza box towards the webcam. It'd be really cool. I need to find some gloves though. Because we did a pizza order during a Mario Maker stream one time. And I did show pictures, but it's not as immersive as when if I'm opening it on stream, like the unboxing. That's the moment we want to see, right? Oh my god! And then I can feed the webcam some pizza, just smear it all over. Yeah, smear it all over the webcam. That's a good content, right? Oh my god, chat. I just remembered I was watching this game on YouTube, and it's called Wobble Dogs, and I really want to play it on stream, but I'm not sure if it'll do very well. Do you know the game called Wobble Dogs? Oh my goodness, I've been watching people play it. I've been obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's a game where you have you know dogs with a Z, right, from the 3DS. But imagine it's like much more abstract style wise, and the dogs are mutated, and you can change their DNA by feeding them different food, and then they get cocooned. They go into a cocoon and they mutate, and then they hatch from the cocoon, and they're all mutated. Wait, this sounds really weird now that I'm saying it out loud. But I swear it's a good game. I swear I'm not crazy. It's a great game, okay? I really want to play the game, all right? You have to play it to understand. It's really something you have to see in order to. It's really hard to explain, chat. Okay, wait, chat. It's really hard to explain. Don't think I'm not a weirdo, chat. I'm not a weirdo. I swear. It's really interesting, and I think you should. I think you need to see it before you judge me at all. Okay. You better not judge me. Don't judge me for this, chat. Okay? We're cool, right? You're cool, chat, right? Yeah, I thought so. Alright. That out of the way. I'm still too big, hold on. That's out of the way. I got severely off track. We need to do some ASMR. I need to stop riling you guys up. And I still don't know how I want to do this. Am I being yelled at by manager? Is he yelling at me? No? Okay, good. We're cool. Then I might have to make an executive decision here, chat. Alright, so I'm making the decision for you. I think we're gonna go ahead and read a book. Because I have the library up, right? But I don't have anything else ready. So we're reading the book, okay? We're reading the book. And I need you. This is the part of your... I chose the first part. So you guys gotta choose the second part, alright? We can do... We have The Scarlet Garden, Sherlock Holmes, A Study in Scarlet, and Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. Alice? Okay. There we go. No, do you want the classic Pokemon and chill in the background? Or would you rather have something else in the background? Maybe like Zelda, since it's an exploration thing. Hmm. Sorry, that was probably really weird. That was probably really weird. I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect noise from that. My bad. My bad. Get that away from you guys. Let's go ahead and maybe go Zelda. Let's do 1 and 2. Tell me when you guys can hear it, like, just soft enough to be in the background, okay? Ooh, oh, I'll pull up a fireplace too. Okay, got that. Okay, can you guys hear it well enough? Is this audible to you guys? Can you hear the fireplace? And the music? Is this good? Can you hear the magic in the background? The fireplace crinkling. Seems okay? How about the music? Is the music overtaking the fireplace too much? Or is it A-okay from you, manager? Is it A-okay for you? Hey, NK, how's it going? Hey, yo. Balance is okay. How you all doing? Well, you missed the chaos, which is OBS crashing on me, background not working, literally everything going wrong, my mic not working, and then me fixing everything. That's what you missed. It was kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, no, it's been Only an hour of perfect streaming. Never been better. And I definitely didn't go crazy because I'm also on 4.5 hours of sleep. That doesn't happen. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. No. You literally got here right after we started. Like, we're literally starting the ASMR right now. I'll go ahead and change the stream title and category. Okay. Do you think I should change the category to ASMR, or should I keep in just chatting? Is ASMR the category I should go to? I think it should be, right? But I don't know. Sounds about right. I've seen some ASMR streams in just chatting. Are alerts off? No, they are not. Thank you so much for saving my life, manager. Let's go ahead and turn those off. Yeah? Oh no. Oh no. Cat mode is not on. Oh my god. Stream. No. What is it? VTS React. There you go. That reminded me of that. Thank you. Dashboard. Oh, the fire's getting real loud. Let's turn that down. Tools. Overlays. You? Is this it? No, it's not. Is this it? It should be it, right? If it would load. Don't do this to me, Stream Elements. You won't make me happy if you do this, Stream Elements. You gotta give me this, please. Everything's already gone wrong once. Please load. I'm not taking no for an answer. Load, dummy. Okay, good. Okay, it's loading. Fine, everything's good. Yes, okay. Alert box, hide, save. Okay, now the alerts will not be there you go. And okay, I'll do this physically because VTS React was not on. But yeah. Paused bonk? I did not pause bonk. I didn't do that. Oh, you paused bonk, didn't you? Thank you, manager. You're the best, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is there anything you kept on? Of course, all the non-sound related redeems can stay on, manager. So like the jacket, I don't know if we want to keep Nya on. I don't know if that will work with reading. I'll leave that to your judgment, manager, son. Alright, cool. Alright. Oh crap, that made me really tired. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I guess I could, yeah, quietly. Alright, chat, I'll do my best to stay awake, so you gotta do your best to be avid, great listeners and nice chatters. And you gotta treat me well, okay, chat? I'm like 4.5 hours. And I'll try not to fall asleep. I think I said that. Alright. Tell me if anything's gone wrong. We're reading from Gutenberg.org right now. Do you guys want to see the text? Do you guys want... Welcome back, Bridget. You did well. You just skipped all of the stream crashing and me fixing everything, and we're staying on this scene. We're staying on this scene. All right. so I gotta get my posture straight. Oh, that's horrible noise. Okay. All right. So we're gonna be reading Alice in Wonderland now, because everything else went wrong, and this is the only backup that I think will do okay. Is the audio levels all cool? Are we good to read like this? Or is this bad? Is this good? Are we fine? Is everything cool to start? If no one says anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the reading now. Would you like the text on screen? I could capture the web browser. This compliment should not happen right now. No compliments allowed. Ben's too vulnerable in this current state. Don't do that. Wait, no, don't raid me at the moment. Don't raid me at the moment. I don't even have notifications on. We're about to start reading a book. Hello, everybody. Hi. No. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We are currently doing some ASMR at the moment. I'm about to read some Alice in Wonderland because everything went wrong earlier in the stream. How's everyone doing? Bad at horror games. You played a horror game. What did you play? What did you play in that horror game? Huh? Which one? Can we get a shout out in chat? Or am I doing it myself? You're gonna make me everything doing my own thing myself, huh? I see. I think it's this. Ah, there you go. You played Resident Evil 2. Oh, okay. I see. You can invite me next time again. I don't mind. I really don't mind sitting there and talking with you. It was nice last time we did it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that again if you ever need me. It's unfortunate that today I was streaming, but you're gonna get judged. We did it last time. It's too late for that, Claudia. You've already been judged plenty. There's no reason to be embarrassed about it if you've already done it once. I think that's a little bit silly. It's fine. It's fine. No one's gonna judge you any more than they already have. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and
How's this? Do we want to read like this? Is this the voice you guys would want me to do? Or do you want me to go quieter like that? Which one is it? Which one do you want? How much effort do you want me to put into my voice for this ASMR today? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? Do you want the bass or do you want no bass? Just whispers or do you want like the bass in my voice? Quietest is nicest? Okay. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. The Millennium Fulcrum Edition 3.0. Chapter 1. Down the Rabbit Hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? So she was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There was nothing so very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it so very much out of the way to hear a rabbit say to itself, oh dear, I shall be late." When she thought it over afterwards, it occurred to her that she ought to have wondered at this, but at the time it all seemed quite natural. But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it, and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet, for it flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take it out of. And burning with curiosity, she ran across the field after it, and fortunately was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. And another moment down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. Am I doing well? The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then it dipped suddenly down, so suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look out about her and to wonder what was going to happen next. First, she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to, but it was too dark to see anything. Then she looked at the sides of the well and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves. Here and there she saw maps and pictures hung across the pegs. She took down a jar from one of the shelves as she passed. It was labeled orange marmalade, but to her great disappointment, it was empty. She did not like the jar for fear of killing somebody underneath. So managed to put it into one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Okay, she's still falling. Alice to herself. After such a fall as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling down the stairs. How brave they'll all think me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of the house, which was very likely true. Down, down, down. Would the fall never come to an end? I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time, she said aloud. I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That would be 4,000 miles down, I think. One moment, I gotta get the cat scratching at the door. I'm sorry. I'll go open the door for the cat so you don't hear any scratches. One moment. Hey, Stinky. I got my cat here. Okay. If your cat meows, I'm sorry. I got this dummy over here making a ruckus. Okay. For you see, Alice had learned several things of this sort in her lessons from the schoolroom, and though this was not a very good opportunity for showing off her knowledge, as there was no one to listen to her, still, it was a good practice to say it over. Yes, that's about the right distance. But then I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. Alice had no idea what latitude was, or longitude either, but thought that they were nice, grand words to say. She's so cute. Alice is so cute. Presently, she began again, I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'll seem to come out among the people that walk with their heads downwards. The antipathies, I think. She was rather glad there was no one listening this time, as it didn't sound at all the right word. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is, you know. Please, ma'am, is this New Zealand or Australia? And she tried the curtsy as she spoke. Fancy curtsying as you're falling through the air. Do you think you could manage it? And what an ignorant little girl she'll think me for asking. No, it'll never do to ask. Perhaps I shall see it written up somewhere. Alice is so cute. I really like Alice so far. I haven't read this before, so this is my first time seeing this written out like this, and holy moly, she's so cute. I wonder if it stays this cute. Down, down, down. There was nothing else to do, so Alice soon began talking again. Dinna miss me very much tonight, I should think. Dinna was the cat. Dina. Oh, I thought she was saying dinner in a weird accent. Dina'll miss me very much tonight, I should think. Dina was the cat. I hope they'll remember her saucer of milk at tea time. Dina, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. There are no mice in the air, I'm afraid, but you might catch a bat, and that's very much like a mouse, you know. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? And here Alice began to get rather sleepy, and went on saying to herself in a dreamy sort of way, do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes, do bats eat cats? For you see, as she couldn't answer either question, it didn't much matter which way she put it. She felt that she was dozing off, and had just begun to dream that she was walking hand in hand with Dina, and saying to her very earnestly, now Dina, tell me the truth. You ever eat a bat? And suddenly, thump, thump, down she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up onto her feet in a moment. She looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage, and the white rabbit was still in sight, hurrying down it. I think I started using my bass voice again. Sorry about that. There was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and she was just in time to hear it say, as it turned the corner, oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting. She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. She found herself in a long, low hall, which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked, and when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever going to get out again. Suddenly she came upon a three-legged table, a little three-legged table, all made out of solid glass. There was nothing on it except a tiny golden key, and Alice's first thought was that it might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large, or the key was too small. But at any rate, it would not open any of them. However, on the second time round, she came across a low curtain she had not noticed before, and behind it was a little door about 15 inches high. As she tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her great delight, it fitted. Alice opened the door and found that it led to a small passage, not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of that dark hall and wander among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains, but she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could, if I only knew how to begin. For you see, so many out-of-the-way things had happened lately, that Alice had begun to think that very few things indeed were really impossible. Same, Alice. If I was in this situation, I think I would also start to think that. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door. She went back to the table half hoping she might find another key on it, or at any rate a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. This time she found a little bottle on it, which certainly was not here before, said Alice. And round the neck of the bottle was a paper label with the words "Drink Me" beautifully printed on it in large letters. It was all very well to say "drink me," but the wise little Alice was not going to do that in a hurry. "No, I'll look first," she said, "and see whether it's marked with poison or not." For she had read several nice little histories about children who had got burnt and eaten up by wild beasts and other unpleasant things, all because they would not remember the simple rules their friends had taught them, such as that a red hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long, and that if you cut your finger very deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds. And she had not forgotten that if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with you sooner or later. To put it mildly, Alice. However, this bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it, and finding it very nice, it had, in fact, a sort of mixed flavor of cherry tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot butter toast. Why does this remind me of a certain chocolate factory and bubble gum? For full course meal bubble gum. You guys know that? Did that reference this, I wonder? She very soon finished it off. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Oh, what a curious feeling, said Alice. I must be shutting up like a telescope. And so it was indeed. She was now only 10 inches high, and her face brightened up at the thought that she was now the right size for going through that little door into that lovely garden. First, however, she waited for a few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further. She felt a little nervous about this, for it might end, you know, said Alice to herself. In my going out altogether like a candle, I wonder if I should be like then, what I should be like then. And she tried to fancy what the flame of a candle was like after the candle was blown out, for she could not remember ever having seen such a thing. After a while, finding out that nothing more happened, she decided on going into the garden at once. But alas for Alice, when she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key, and when she went back to the table for it, she found she could not possibly reach it. She could see it quite plainly through the glass, and she tried her best to climb up one of the legs of the table, but it was too slippery, and when she had tired herself out with trying, the poor little thing sat down and cried. Come, there's no use in crying like that, said Alice to herself rather sharply. I advise you to leave off this minute. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she seemed seldom to follow it, and sometimes she scolded herself so severely as to bring tears into her eyes. And once she remembered trying to box her own ears for having cheated herself in a game of crochet when she was playing against herself, for this curious child was very fond of pretending to be two people. But it's no use now, thought poor Alice. To pretend to be two people, why, there's hardly enough of me left to make one respectable person. Ow, ow, Alice, that's too much, oh my goodness. Soon her eye fell on a little glass box that was lying under the table. She opened it and found in it a very small cake, on which the words "Eat me" were beautifully marked in crayons. Well, I'll eat it, said Alice, and if this makes me grow larger, I can reach the key. And if it makes me grow smaller, I can creep under the door. So either way, I'll get into the garden, and I don't care which happens. She ate a little bit and said anxiously to herself, "Which way, which way?" holding her hand on top of her head to feel which way it was growing. And she was quite surprised to find she remained the same size. To be sure, this generally happens when one eats cake, but Alice had got so much in the way of expecting nothing but out of the way things to happen, and it seemed quite dull and stupid for her life to go on in the common way. And so she set to work and soon finished off the cake. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Chapter 2. The Pool of Tears. Okay, I thought I had to let my cat out, but I don't. Curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. She was so much surprised that for the moment she quite forgot how to speak good English. Now I'm opening out the largest telescope that ever was. Goodbye, feet. For when she looked down at her feet, they seemed to almost be out of sight. They were getting so far off. Yeah, that's about the right size, right? Maybe just... Yeah, there we go. This seems about big enough, right, Chet? Right, Chet? This is big enough, huh? Oh, crap. Oh, my poor little feet. I wonder who will put on your shoes and stockings for you now, dears. I'm sure I shan't be able. I shall be a great deal off to trouble myself about you. You must manage the best way you can. But I must be kind to them, thought Alice, or perhaps they won't walk the way I want to go. Let me see, I shall give them a new pair of boots every Christmas. And she went on planning to herself how she would manage it. They must go by the carrier, she thought, and how funny it'll seem, sending presents to one's own feet. and how odd the directions will look. Alice's right foot. ESQ. Hearthrug. Near the fender. With Alice's love. Oh dear, what nonsense I'm talking. Just then, her head shook against the roof of the hall. In fact, she was now more than 9 feet high, and she at once took up the little golden key and hurried off to the garden door. Poor Alice. It was as much as she could do lying on one side to look through the garden with one eye, but to get to was more hopeless than ever. She sat down and began to cry again. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, said Alice. A great girl like you, she might well say this, to go on crying in this way. Stop this moment, I tell you. But she went on all the same, shedding gallons of tears, until there was a large pool all around her, about 4 inches deep and reaching half down the hall. After a time she heard a little pattering of feet in the distance, and she hastily dried her eyes to see what was coming. It was the White Rabbit returning, splendidly dressed with a pair of white kid gloves in one hand, and a large fan in the other. He came trotting along in a great hurry, muttering to himself as he came, "Oh, the Duchess, oh, won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?" Alice felt so desperate that she was ready to ask help of anyone. So when the rabbit came near her, she began in a low, timid voice, "If you please, sir." The rabbit started violently, dropped the white kid gloves and the fan, and scurried away into the darkness as fast as he could. Alice took up the fan and gloves, and as the hall was very hot, she kept fanning herself all the time and went on walking. Dear, dear, how weird everything is today, and yesterday things went on just as usual. I wonder if I've been changed in the night. Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different. But if I'm not the same, then the next question is, who in the world am I? Oh, that's the great puzzle. And she began thinking over all the children she knew that were of the same age as herself, to see if she could have been changed for any of them. My cat's being weird, I'm sorry. Oliver, what are you doing? I gotta shut my door again. One moment, chat. One moment, sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. See if she could have been changed for any of them. I'm sure I'm not Ada, she said. Her hair goes in such long ringlets, and mine doesn't go in ringlets at all. And I'm sure I can't be Mabel, for I know all sorts of things, and she knows such a very little. Besides, she's she, and I'm I, and oh dear, how puzzling it all is. I'll try if I know any of the things I used to know. Let me see. 4 times 5 is 12. What? And 4 times 6 is 13. It's what now? And 4 times 7 is... Oh dear, I shall never get to 20 at that rate. However, the multiplication table doesn't signify. Let's try geography. London is the capital of Paris. And Paris is the capital of Rome. And Rome is... No, that's all wrong, I'm certain. I must have been changed for Mabel. I'll try and say, how doth little... And she crossed her hands in her lap, as if she were saying lessons, and began to repeat it, but her voice sounded hoarse and strange, and the words did not come as they used to. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly he spreads his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. I'm sure those are not the right words, said poor Alice. Her eyes filled with tears again as she went on. I must be Mabel after all. I shall have to go and live in the poky little house, and have next to no toys to play with, and oh, ever so many lessons to learn. No, I've made up my mind about it. If I'm Mabel, I'll stay down here. There'll be no use putting their heads down and saying, come up again, dear. I shall only look up and say, who am I then? Tell me that first, and then, if I like being that person, I'll come up. If not, I'll stay down here till I'm somebody else. But oh dear, cried Alice with a sudden burst of tears. I do wish they would put their heads down. I'm so very tired of being all alone here. As she said this, she looked down at her hands and was surprised to see that she had put one of the rabbit's little white kid gloves on while she was talking. How can I have done that? She thought. I must be growing small again. She got up and went to the table to measure herself by it, and found that, as nearly as she could guess, she was now about 2 feet high. It was going on shrinking rapidly. She soon found out that the cause of this was the fan she was holding, and she dropped hastily just in time to avoid shrinking away altogether. Now that was a narrow escape, said Alice, a good deal frightened at the sudden change, but very glad to find herself still in existence. And now for the garden, she ran with all the speed back to the little door, but alas, the door was shut again, and the key was lying on the glass table as before. And things are worse than ever, thought the poor child, for I was never so small as this before, never, and I declare it's too bad that it is. As she said these words, her foot slipped, and in another moment, splash, she was up to her chin in salt water. Her first idea was that she had somehow fallen into the sea. And in that case, I can go back by railway, she said to herself. Alice had been to the seaside once, in her life and had come to the general conclusion that wherever you go on the English coast, you find a number of bathing machines in the sea. Some children digging in the sand with wood spades, then a row of lodging houses, and behind them a railway station. However, she soon made out that she was in the pool of tears she had wept when she was 9 feet high. I wish I hadn't cried so much, said Alice, as she swam about, trying to find her way out. I shall be punished for it now, I suppose, by being drowned in my own tears. That will be a curious thing, to be sure. However, everything is curious today. Oh, she's small now, so I gotta go back to... There we go. But wait, I'm not small enough. I'm not small enough. There we go. Okay, everybody. Maybe I'm a little too small here. There we go. That's small enough, right? How is this? Maybe people won't. Should I? I should probably allow myself a little bit more movement here if I'm this small. Okay, how can I do this? No, I can't. Okay. Okay. Just then, she heard something splashing about in the pool a little way off, and she swam nearer to make out what it was. At first she thought it must be a walrus or hippopotamus. Then she remembered how small she was now, and she soon made out that it was only a mouse that had slipped in like herself. Would it be of any use now, thought Alice, to speak to this mouse? Everything is so out of the way down here that I should think very likely it can talk. At any rate, there's no harm in trying. So she began. Oh, mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I am very tired of swimming out here, oh mouse. Alice thought this must be the right way of speaking to a mouse. She had never done such a thing before, but she remembered having seen it in her brother's Latin grammar. A mouse of a mouse to a mouse, a mouse, oh mouse. The mouse looked at her rather inquisitively, and seemed to her to wink with one of its little eyes. But it said nothing. Perhaps it doesn't understand English, thought Alice. I dare say it's a French mouse, come over with William the Conqueror. For with all her knowledge of history, Alice had no very clear notion how long ago anything had happened. So she began again. Où est ma chatte? Shot. Où est ma chatte? Which was the first sentence in her French lesson book. Okay. The mouse gave a sudden leap out of the water and seemed to quiver all over with fright. Oh, I beg your pardon, Alice hastily cried Alice hastily, afraid that she had hurt the poor animal's feelings. I forgot. I forgot you didn't like cats. Oh, Okay, I recognize that sentence now. I can read that now. It says, "You are my cat." I didn't recognize it because it used a different form of cat than I've seen. But it's like that because it's her cat. So yeah, okay. Not like cats, cried the mouse. No, I'm not gonna do a toad voice. I'm currently ASMRing. I should not do a toad voice. Not like cats, cried the mouse in a shrill, passionate voice. Would you like cats if you were me? Well, perhaps not, said Alice in a soothing tone. Don't be angry about it. And yet, I wish I could show you our cat, Dinah. I think you'd take a fancy to cats if you could only see her. She is such a dear, quiet thing, Alice went on, half to herself, as she swam lazily in the pool. And she sits purring so nicely by the fire, licking her paws and washing her face. And she is such a nice, soft thing to nurse. I'm not going to do a girl voice anymore. And she's such a capital one for catching mice. Oh, I beg your pardon, cried Alice again, for this time the mouse was bristling all over, and she felt certain it must really be offended. We won't talk about her anymore, if you'd rather not. We indeed, said the mouse, who was trembling down to the end of his tail. And if I would talk on such a subject, our family always hated cats. Nasty little vulgar things. Don't let me hear the name again. I won't indeed, said Alice, in a great hurry to change the subject of conversation. Are you fond of dogs? The mouse did not answer, so Alice went on eagerly. There was such a nice little dog near our house. I should like to show you. A little bright-eyed terrier, you know, with such long, curly brown hair, and it'll fetch things when you throw them, and it'll sit up and beg for its dinner, and all sorts of things. I can remember half of them, and it belongs to a farmer, you know. He says it's so useful, it's worth 100 pounds. He says it... I'm sorry. It belongs to a farmer, you know, and he says it's so useful, it's worth 100 pounds. He says it kills all the rats and... Oh dear, cried Alice in a sorrowful tone. I'm afraid I've offended it again. For the mouse was now swimming away from her as hard as it could, and making quite a commotion in the pool as it went. You dummy. You idiot. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's so funny. I didn't expect it. I don't know why. I don't know why this is such a funny story. I'm really immersed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, ASMRing. No laughing. All serious. No laughing. No laughing. Okay. So she called softly after it. Mouse dear, do come back again. We won't talk about cats or dogs either if you do not like them. When Mouse heard this, it turned around and swam slowly back to her, its face quite pale. With passion, Alice thought. And so it said in a low, trembling voice, let us get to the shore then, and I'll tell you my history, and you'll understand why it is I hate cats and dogs. It was high time to go, for the pool was getting quite crowded with the birds and animals that had fallen into it. There were a duck and a dodo, a lory, and an eaglet, and several other curious creatures. Alice led the way, and the whole party swam to shore. Chapter 3. A caucus race and a long tail. I can't do my narrator voice in a low tone. I keep voice cracking if I try to do that. So let me stand away from the microphone. Chapter 3. A caucus race and a long tail. They were indeed a curious-looking party that assembled on the bank. Birds with braggled feathers, the animals with their fur clinging close to them, and all dripping wet, cross and uncomfortable. The first question, of course, was how to get dry again. They had a consultation about this, and after a few minutes it seemed quite natural to Alice to find herself talking to them familiarly with them, as if she had known them all her life. Indeed, she had quite a long argument with the Lorry, who at last turned sulky, and would only say, "I'm older than you, and must know better." And this Alice would not allow without knowing how old it was, and as the Lorry positively refused to tell its age, there was no more to be said. At last the mouse, who seemed to be a person of authority among them, called out, "Sit down, all of you, and listen to me. I shall soon make you dry enough." They all sat down at once in a long ring, and the mouse in the middle. Alice kept her eyes anxiously fixed on it, for she felt she could catch a bad cold if she did not get dry very soon. "Ahem," said the mouse with an important air. "Are you ready? Well, this is the driest thing I know. Silence all around, if you please. William the Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope, was soon submitted to by the English, who wanted leaders, and had been of late much accustomed to the usurpation and conquest. Edwin and Morcar, the Earls of Mercia and Northumbria." "Ugh," said the Lorry with a shiver. "I beg your pardon," said the mouse, frowning very politely. "Did you speak?" "Not I," said the Lorry hastily. "I thought you did," said the mouse. "I proceed. Edwin and Morcar, the Earls of Mercia and Northumbria, declared for him, and even Strigand, the patriotic Archbishop of the Canterbury, found it advisable." "Found what?" said the duck. "Found it," the mouse replied rather crossly. "Of course you know what it means." "I know what it means well enough when I find a thing," the duck said. "It's generally a frog or a worm. The question is, what did the Archbishop find?" The mouse did not notice this question, but hurriedly went on. "Found it advisable to go with Edgar Atheling to meet William and offer him the crown. William's conduct at first was moderate, but the insolence of his Normans... How are you getting on now, my dear? It continued, turning to Alice as it spoke. As wet as ever, said Alice in a melancholy tone. It doesn't seem to dry me at all. In that case, the dodo said solemnly, rising to its feet, I move that the meeting adjourn for the immediate adoption of more energetic remedies. Speak English, said the eaglet. I don't know the meaning of half of those long words, and what's more, I don't believe you do either. And the eaglet, like eaglet, bent down with its head to hide a smile. Chat, do you know how birds smile? How is it smiling? I don't understand. I'm sorry. 1 second. Sorry about that. My voice is getting rather hoarse, actually. It's getting really hard to sleep. Here, how about this? Okay, can you guys, is this soft for you guys? Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Chat, I'm losing my voice. Yeah, it is. It is easier to whisper without voice. Just do this? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got too into it, chat. I got too into it. This is still rather kind of hard for doing this long term. I think this might be my last chapter. If you wouldn't, if you don't mind, I don't know why I started doing that actually. I think I kind of forgot how to do this at all. I forgot I was doing it like this, I guess. I really wanted to make sure you guys understood what I was saying because it was really hard. But I guess this works, right? This works. Can you hear me just fine? Can you understand what I'm saying? Is this understandable? So you can understand what I'm saying if I ever do it like this, then, without anything. Because I was trying to enunciate. But that's why my voice is all basically gone. It's perfectly understandable. Okay. This is gonna... fine. In that case, the dodo said solemnly, rising to its feet, I move to adjourn the meeting for the immediate adoption of more energetic remedies. Speak English, said the eaglet. I don't know the meaning of half those long words, and what's more, I don't believe you do either. And the eaglet bent down his head to hide a smile. Some of the other birds tittered audibly. What was I doing? Going to say? size now. Why? The dodo said, no. First, it marked a corner, a raised corner, short a circle. The exact shape doesn't matter, it said. And then all the party were placed along the course, here and there. There was no 1, 2, 3 in the way, but they began running when they liked and left off when they liked, so that it was not easy to know when the race was over. However, when they had been running half an hour or so, and were quite dry again, Dodo suddenly called out, "The race is over," and they all crowded around it, painting and asking, "But who has won?" This question Dodo could not answer without a great deal of thought, and it sat for a long time with one finger pressed upon its forehead. The position in which you usually see Shakespeare in the pictures of him, while the rest waited in silence, as the last Dodo said, "Everybody has won, and all must have the prizes." "But who is to give the prizes?" quite a chorus of voices asked. "Why, she, of course," said the Dodo, pointing to Alice with one finger, and the whole party at once crowded round her, calling out in a confused way, "Prizes! Prizes!" Alice had no idea what to do. In despair, she put her hand in her pocket and pulled out a box of comfits. Luckily, the salt water had not gotten into it, and handed them round as prizes. There was exactly one apiece all round. "But she must have a prize herself, you know," said the mouse. "Of course," the Dodo said, very gravely. "What else have you got in your pocket?" she went on, turning to Alice. "Only a thimble," said Alice sadly. "Hand it over here," said the Dodo. Then they all crowded round her once more, while the Dodo solemnly presented the thimble, saying, "Would beg your acceptance of this elegant thimble." And when it had finished this short speech, they all cheered. Alice thought the whole thing very absurd, but they all looked so grave that she did not dare to laugh, and she could not think of anything to say. She simply bowed and took the thimble, looking as solemn as she could. The next thing was to eat the comfits. This caused some noise and confusion, as the large birds complained that they could not taste theirs, and the small ones choked and had to be patted on the back. However, it was over at last, and they sat down again in a ring and begged the mouse to tell them something more. "You promised to tell me your history, you know," said Alice. "And why it is you hate CMT," she added in a whisper. "Half afraid that it would be offended again." "Mine is a long and sad tale," said the mouse, turning to Alice and sighing. It is a long tale, certainly," said Alice, looking down with wonder at the mouse's tail. "But why do you call it sad?" She kept on puzzling about it while the mouse was speaking, so that her idea of the tale was something like this. Fury said to a mouse that he met in the house. "Let us both go to law. I will prosecute You come. I'll take no denial. We must have for a trial for really this morning. I've nothing to do, said the mouse. Said the mouse to the cur. Such a trial, dear sir, with no jury or judge, would be wasting our breath. I'll be judge. Okay, wait, I'm gonna read this normally. Fury said to a mouse that he met in the house, let us both go to a law. I will prosecute you. Come. I'll take no denial. We must have a trial. For really, this morning I've nothing to do. Said the mouse to the cur, such a trial, dear sir, with no jury or judge would be wasting our breath. I'll be judge, I'll be jury, said the cunning old Fury. I'll try the whole cause and condemn you to death. Yike. By the way, that poem was written in the way to look like a mouse tail. Back to whispering. You are not attending, said the mouse to Alice severely. What are you thinking of? I beg your pardon, said the mouse very humbly. You had got the pen, I think. I had not, cried the mouse sharply and very angrily. And not, said Alice, always ready to make yourself useful, and looking anxious about here. Oh, do let me help undo it. I shall do nothing of the sort, said the mouse, getting up and walking away. You insult me by not talking such nonsense. I didn't mean it, bleated poor Alice, but you're so easily offended, you know. The mouse only growled in reply. Please come back and finish your story, Alice called after it. The others all joined in chorus. Yes, please do. But the mouse only shook its head impatiently and walked a little quicker. What a pity it wouldn't stay, said Laurie as soon as it was quiet, out of sight, and an old crab took the opportunity to say to her daughter, hello, Martin, Mara. Oh, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry about the cat. One moment. Let me open the door so they stop scratching at the door. Stop scratching. Don't yell at me. You know what you're doing. Don't yell at me like that. Oh, now your headbutt. Oh, you're so needy. So sassy. Stop it. I'm streaming right now. I can't. Sorry about that. You know how cats are. Welcome to the stream, Martin. Welcome, welcome. Oh, my dear, let this be a lesson to you. Never lose your temper. Hold your tongue, Ma, said the young crab, quite snappishly. You're enough to try the patience of an oyster. I wish I had our Dinah here. I know I do, said Alice out loud, addressing nobody in particular. She'd soon fetch him back. And who is Dynamite? I ventured to ask the question, said Laurie. Dinah's our cat, and she's such a capital one for catching mice, you can't think. Why did it do that? Why did it stop? Oh, sorry about that. Thank you for telling me. She's such a capital one for catching mice, you can't think. Oh, and I wish you could see her after the birds. Why, she'll eat a little bird as soon as it's looking at it. Oh my god. You can't say that, Alice. You can't say that. gonna. Why are you doing that? This speech caused a remarkable sensation among the party. Some of the birds hurried off at once. One old magpie began wrapping itself up very carefully, remarking, "I really must be getting home. The night air doesn't suit my throat." And a canary called out in a trembling voice to its children, "Come away, my dears. It's high time you were all in bed." On various pretexts, they all moved off, and Alice was soon left alone. "I wish I hadn't mentioned Dinah," she said to herself in a melancholy tone. "Nobody seems to like her down here, and I'm sure she's the best cat in the world. Oh, my dear Dinah, I wonder if I shall ever see you anymore." And here poor Alice began to cry, for she felt very lonely and low-spirited. In a little while, however, she again heard a little pattering of footsteps on the distance, and she looked up eagerly, half hoping that the mouse had changed his mind and was coming back to finish his story. And that's chapter 3, I think. Correct? Yes, because we are on chapter 4. The rabbit sends in a little bill. So, perhaps we ought to end it here. Maybe. I'm literally falling asleep at the moment. Sorry. Put myself to sleep. And my cat's yelling at me, so I should probably put him downstairs too. I do think I might continue this next week, because I'm very much enjoying this story, if you couldn't tell. So, let's see if there's anyone to raid here. Let's see here. Do we want to... Is there anyone else doing reading? ASMR. I know I found one other person who was doing this last time. Miss Lupin. I wonder if there's anyone like that here. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh, not that one. Any non-lewd ASMRing. I don't want the ear licking, that's a little bit not my style. After all, we're here to be comfy and get sleepy and not ear licky. That is not what we're here for. That's not my goal. Let's see here. Is there none of the None of the reading here. And did I not change categories? Am I still in just chatting? That'd be rather tragic. I thought I clicked. Am I in just chatting? No, that was supposed to be just at the beginning. I did say I was changing. And I did... You know what? It's fitting. It's fitting that I would mess that up today. I do believe I would have had a few more people here if I had changed. You know what? How about we just end it here, maybe? Oh. Thank you, manager. Never mind. Let's go ahead and write this man or woman. Oh, whoopsies. Are you sure they're not gonna be too loud, are they, Kudo? I don't want to send anyone that might be here for sleep to be woken up. It's quiet? Okay, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and trust my manager here and send you over to this nice individual. Go treat him alright, go treat him fine. We're gonna be book club read, and I'll see you guys all next week. I'll get my schedule all ready by tomorrow morning, okay? I have a lot of collabs planned for that week, so I hope you're all looking forward to that. We'll go ahead and schedule some ASMR reading for next Sunday, because I'm really enjoying reading this book, and I feel bad that I messed up the whole category thing. I thought I had changed it. I really did. Alright? Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye. That's the read message, by the way.